So far in this unit, we've focused primarily on deductive reasoning. But we mentioned another kind of reasoning, inductive reasoning. And there's something a little bit weird about that, in inductive reasoning, when all of the premises are true, we aren't guaranteed that the conclusion is true. We just think that it's likely. In inductive reasoning, our premises are some specific observations. And then our conclusion, the conclusion that we'd like to draw, is a general rule derived from those observations, or else an application of a general rule to something we haven't observed yet. In deductive reasoning, we just need to apply a rule. In inductive reasoning, we need to find a rule. Now, how do we find a rule? The answer is that to find a rule, we look for some sort of a pattern. Here is a simple example of inductive reasoning. We have this string of shapes, right? Circle and a square, and a circle and a square, and a circle and a square, and a circle and a square. What should the next shape be? Well, the next shape should be a circle for sure, right? Why? Because this pattern repeats. Every time we see a circle, the next shape is a square. Every time we see a square, the next shape is a circle. Now, the next shape doesn't have to be a circle. If I were drawing this pattern, I could, if I wanted to, draw a triangle next. But we would be really surprised if the next shape were a triangle. We expect it to be a circle. And why do we expect it to be a circle? Because we expect patterns to continue. That's inductive reasoning. We expect patterns to continue, and the more of the pattern we can see, the more likely we think it will be to continue. Now, just repeating itself, of course, isn't the only pattern we can look for. Here we have a pattern in which we have first one circle, right there, and then two squares, and then three circles, and then four squares. What do we expect comes next in this pattern? Well, we would expect to see 5 circles come next. Currently, we only see 4 circles. And we want to know what the next shape will be? Well, the next shape will be a 5th circle, another circle. And then if we needed to keep going further, well, then we'd have a bunch of squares after that. In this example, the pattern doesn't repeat itself, right? We don't go back and have one circle again. We have more and more circles every time. But we have this counting pattern that we expect to continue. That's inductive reasoning. We recognized a pattern and we expect it to continue.